the matter?
You're frightening me. I'm going home.
You think so?
Don't try to stop me.
Go on, yell. It's an empty apartment house and a courtyard between us and the streets. Yell! So when you can start yelling, open your mouth. Hey, Joyce. Let's go back in. Let's go back in and tell stories. I'll tell you what. We'll swap. I'll tell you the worst thing I ever did, and you tell me the worst thing you ever did. Something so terrible we never told a soul in our lives. It'd be better from your point of view, too, Joyce. Because if you just sit there, go on, sit there. And let me tell you what I brought you here to tell you, well, then by that time it'll be morning, and I'll be relieved and grateful. Who knows, we may become close friends. I'm not well. I'm not well at all. You know, just being near you makes me feel peaceful. Just your being alive and close makes me begin to feel alive in myself again.
How did Joyce die?
I killed her.
Oh? Why?
She had a mouth like yours. You see? So easy and gentle. This way nobody gets hurt. Now, you tell me and I'll tell you. What have you done in your life that you've never told a soul?
I don't think I've done anything.
Didn't you ever steal pennies from your mother's pocketbook?
Well, yes, I suppose so.
Or tell lies to your father?
Yes.
And then when you first came to New York, didn't you cheat just a little on men? I mean, didn't you let men take you out to dinner and give you nice things and you say nice things back to them when you really didn't like them at all? Only it was Monday night and no one you liked had asked you, and so why not eat for free, huh? And then afterwards you even let them hug you a little. Oh, you didn't go far, just far enough so they'd ask you again, huh? What's the worst thing you ever did in your life?
Well, I suppose the worst thing I ever did was blackmail. Wasn't really blackmail. Well, in a way it was. I wouldn't have done it except that I'd been sick and I'd had an operation and I needed $300. And, well, this fellow had a lot of money and I never asked him for anything, and he always said he was in love. I didn't ask him for the money for keeps. I just wanted to borrow it.
So you wrote his wife?
No. But I said I would if he didn't give me the money.
Did he?
Yes.
Did you pay it back?
Why should I? It was $300. He made $60,000 a year.
And you've never told anyone this?
No.
And you've never been forgiven?
No.
Joyce.
What?
You're forgiven now. I forgive you. Who am I? Well, I'm one person and you're one person, and if you can get one person to forgive you, it's better than no one, isn't it? Isn't it better to have someone else know how dark it is inside? That's what Joyce used to tell me. You know, before she came to New Mexico, Joyce was a psychiatrist with a great chemical company. There were hundreds of great scientists there, and sometimes they'd crack up under the pressure. That's what she was there for, to find out why they cracked up. And then she came to us because there were more of us who couldn't stand that kind of life. We had all kinds of violence, like a friend of mine. A mathematical physicist who went berserk and killed his 4 children in one night. This is nice. Well, she saw a lot of me, and I fell in love as I never had before. I suppose it was the individual's last-ditch fight. Some of us killed in protest, some of us loved in protest. I'm doing that right now. I'm longing to feel close to you because feeling close to you makes me feel close to me, makes me be me, not just some number in a security file. Well, that's how I fell in love with Joyce. She explained it all to me, but it didn't do me any good because she fell in love, too. What's your name?
I told you. It's Joyce.
Joyce what?
Joyce Edwards.
I thought you said Joyce Fields.
I did. Fields was my married name.
Well, a terrible year went by like that. My wife had a hunch something was wrong, but Joyce was different. She knew everything, and she was dying from it. We had awful times trying to be together without anyone knowing. We each had cars. And then last spring, we used to go in roundabout ways out into the desert, almost always in broad daylight, but miles away, with miles of desert flowers and sunlight. I never saw anyone who belonged so much in the sunlight. And yet everything had to be sneaky. So before long, we started fighting. And Joyce decided that she'd quit her job and leave, but I wouldn't let her. I wouldn't break up my home, and I wouldn't let her leave, but she left anyway. I saw her drive away one Sunday morning. 100 miles up in the mountains, I caught up with her. We had one fierce, wonderful hour. We had one fierce, wonderful fight. And then she ran to her car and drove off. About 50 yards down the road, she went plunging over the cliff. And I got in my car and came home.
And they found her dead?
Yes.
Well, I don't see that you killed her unless you fixed it so that she'd...
What do you think?
I won't say.
Go on, say. You think I did it?
Yes.
Yes, I could see in your eyes that you thought that, and you're right. I did. Hello? You must have the wrong number. I'm going up to bed now. Well, I haven't been able to sleep for a week, but now at last I think I can. You can stay if you want to, or you can go if you want to. I won't lift a finger. Thank you for listening. I feel very tenderly towards you. Oh, I'm going to give you my name and my address. If ever you should need money or help of any kind, let me know. I'll do anything I can for you. Here. This is my real name and my position and where I work. Only, of course, you realize that anything you write me will be censored. So, naturally, you won't even hint at what I've told you, will you, Joyce?
Of course not. I wouldn't even write.
Who knows the future?
I mean, I probably wouldn't write.
Oh, you don't know how good it feels to tell this. I would have confessed 1,000,000 times before. But there was never a soul I could trust.
You don't have to worry about me.
No, I know I don't. Good night, Joyce, and thank you.